rapidly changing priorities, and inconsistent messages from leadership. Early employees are hesitant about changes to people and management practices, and even worry that the company's cultural soul is in danger. To relieve these fears, the leadership team spends countless hours trying to articulate and communicate a vision, mission, and core values for the organization, which are usually so watered down in an attempt to appeal to everyone that they are useless. Costly incentive plans and administratively intensive performance management processes are implemented to motivate and align employees to the most important priorities. But those priorities are usually unclear, unstable, and often conflicting. Employee engagement survey scores decrease and turnover increases. Replacing employees becomes more difficult as the remaining managers are stretched to the breaking point. Perks and programs are introduced to improve morale, and some senior leaders are changed out. Alas, these tactics only add to the pressure and sense of chaos as more disruption is introduced and core issues are not adequately addressed. Employees become more frustrated and less committed. Product roadmaps fall behind schedule. Operating results do not meet expectations. The pressure and anxiety snowballs, and the future of a once promising startup begins to look bleak. If you have been around even a few startups, you have probably seen or heard similar stories. As a company grows, its processes and practices must evolve to support that growth. Key people practices that need to be addressed during a company's evolution include workforce planning, new hire sourcing, selection and onboarding processes, compensation and benefits programs, training and development, company culture and communications, goal setting and performance management practices, a company's approach to legal and compliance issues, plus resourcing the HR people function supporting all of these activities. Every situation is different, but the good news is that meaningful similarities and thus lessons usually hold across all sorts of organizations. To that end, this book is designed to help you think proactively about the most critical people management challenges you will face during rapid growth and develop solutions that enable you to find success. Will it give you all the answers in a neat CliffsNotes package that you can absorb in 90 seconds or less? Of course not. Although predictable, these issues are serious, and sufficient thought and context is required to successfully address them. Who should listen to this book? This book is for leaders who want pragmatic, actionable advice for addressing common management issues that emerge during periods of rapid growth. Our writing is specifically targeted toward founders, CEOs, and senior leaders of high-growth, venture-backed startups with Series A, B, and perhaps C seed funding. Although this tightly defined audience is positioned to benefit most directly from this work, leaders outside of the startup and venture capital community can also learn valuable lessons. We feel our work adds to the body of knowledge available to investors, entrepreneurs, people managers at any organization, business school students, and all those who support the startup community. In subsequent chapters, we offer templates and frameworks that you can apply immediately. The lessons offered here are rooted in our consulting work, rigorous management research, personal experiences, and the experiences of many other talented contributors, including chief people officers, CPOs, venture capital talent partners, TPs, and some of the most elite and experienced service providers to the startup community. Many books relate to and precede our work, and our favorites include Hoffman and Ye's Blitzscaling, Gill's High Growth Handbook, Belsky's The Messy Middle, McGrath and Macmillan's The Entrepreneurial Mindset, Rice's The Lean Startup, Kawasaki's Art of the Start, and Bloomberg's Startup CEO. Although we share some necessary content overlap with these works, our book is unique in focusing exclusively on the people management practices needed to survive and thrive in a high-growth environment at an early startup stage. A caveat worth noting: even though our book is about people management practices, i.e. human resources, HR practices, don't let the HR label fool you. All managers, not just HR managers, are in the business of managing talent. In fact, many organizations we work with have tiny or non-existent HR departments, which makes their people management capacities even more critical. Even in later stage startups when formal HR professionals exist, high growth phases introduce some unique challenges that are not well addressed in more traditional texts. Developing a